I wanted to suggest that if people are interested in connecting more with their inner wisdom, that they try letting go of drinking, because drinking has become, compared with a lot of other substance use in our culture, drinking is very acceptable, especially if you drink wine. You know, it's a refined kind of thing as opposed to a shot of whiskey or cheap beer, but it's really at the core the same molecule of alcohol, and it's not something that is necessary to feel good. If you think about it, when you're born, you're naturally going to feel pretty good as long as you're feeling fed and nourished. But over time, you accumulate different kinds of neuroses and false beliefs and ideas about who you are. And as you integrate those and live those, you start to get farther from your true self. So healing is a process of getting connected to your true self. And anxiety can actually be trying to help you. I think the body is a barometer. And so what we're trying to learn from our body, if we're following it consciously, is what needs to change. What needs to change in terms of relationships in our life or work that we do. What gives us a sense of purpose. There can be a variety of things that are involved with why we're not feeling naturally good. And if you need alcohol as a social lubricant, so to speak, then maybe you're not around the people that you naturally feel good with and need to make some changes there as well. I think that a lot of times alcohol not only makes people feel good, but there's a dynamic in which men like it a lot of times if they're trying to seduce women, because the women may be more likely to have sex. Now, ultimately, they might not really want to have sex, but basically suppressing inhibitions is one of the side effects of alcohol, but that can also lead to regrets, and ultimately you should be able to, if you're going to be intimate with somebody, it's something that has to come from a natural, sober space if you're going to really be aligned with that choice. But there are a lot of reasons that people drink, but I think a lot of it comes down to trying to get away from how you feel. And this is true from all kinds of substance use, and I recommend that people let go of any kind of substance such as nicotine or caffeine or illegal drugs and a lot of psychiatric medication unless it's an extreme case in which you need it to function. The anxiety that you feel may be pushing you towards change in your life, but we have this false belief in our culture that we should never feel bad and can just take that away with some kind of substance. But the problem with that is feeling bad is a necessary part of changing. If you felt blissed out all the time, you wouldn't change anything because everything felt perfect. So even if you're having a glass of wine as opposed to the whiskey or the cheap beer or whatever, question that this change of your perception of reality, of how you feel, it could be related to things really not being in balance. Being in balance as much as you would like them to be in your life, and that if you let yourself feel the pain and listen to the anxiety, you might find that there's a reason you don't feel good naturally, and by making changes, you can feel better. So letting go of all of the external crutches and allowing yourself to just directly experience your life can be painful, but that's what true strength is, the ability to feel pain, learn from it, and make the changes that are necessary to transcend it. If you are resistant to that, then it could be that you formed, if not chemical level addiction, psychological level addiction, because you fear not having that escape. But ultimately, it's so much more effective and more healthy to get to the point where you can feel good naturally. So if you are courageous enough to change your life in whatever way it needs to be changed and to evolve personally and to grow, let go of everything outside of yourself that you take into your body to change how you feel, and just let yourself experience your wisdom from within. so that you can make the changes that are necessary to live a naturally peaceful and enjoyable life. Thanks for listening.